Hi, everybody. We're so excited you're here for our official kickoff of DivorceCon 2026. I'm Hillary.
And I'm Bethany.
And thank you for joining us. And if you're excited to be here and you're looking forward to today's group of lives, please drop a heart in the comments and also let us know what part of the divorce journey you're in.
Yeah, we'd love to know that. But welcome to DivorceCon. We're so excited. It's our first ever, and we just appreciate you being here.
Yeah.
Hey, Blair.
Hi. So over the next today and tomorrow, you're going to hear from an attorney, therapists, financial experts, divorce coaches, and other professionals that work in the divorce space to help you process and navigate everything from family law and finances to parenting, emotional wellness, dating, which we all need help with, and just all the things that come with divorce that you don't necessarily expect.
Yeah.
And they are going to be short and dynamic lightning sessions with Q&As, so you'll have an opportunity to ask questions. We probably won't get to every question, but we will try our best to get to most of them. And all of the sessions will be recorded. So if you can't stay, or if there's a live that is conflicting with your schedule, please comment on one of our posts about DivorceCon and just type comment attend, and we'll make sure that you get on the list so that you get all of the recordings.
Yeah, and so before we really start, we want to give a huge thanks to our sponsors. SoberLink help make divorce. They all help make DivorceCon possible. So SoberLink, Offit Kerman, and Our Family Wizard. We are so grateful for your support and the work that you do really supporting families and individuals navigating divorce. So thank you for being a part of DivorceCon.
Yes, and thank you. And another fun thing before we jump into the sessions is that we wanted to announce that all of our merch in our store is 20% off. And we just added some really awesome mugs. This one, she's the master creative mind behind all the merch. But so that we pulled some of the lines from our favorite memes and some of the ones that you love the most, and we put them on mugs. This is not one of them, but this is another solid mug that my Boo Cakes designed, and we call each other Boo Cakes, so that's where this comes from. It says, "You got this, Boo Cakes."
Term of endearment.
I don't know if we have this in the store, but if you guys want it in the store,
yeah,
tell us because this is just our weird inside joke that we call each other Boo Cakes, and it's motivational because we all need motivation, especially navigating divorce.
Yeah.
But anyways, you can also go to one of our posts and hit shop, and we'll send you the link directly to your inbox.
Yep. So most importantly, then this is where we've been from the beginning, is to let people know that they don't have to navigate divorce alone. And DivorceCon is all about connection and education and reminding you that you don't have to do it alone and that your future is still wide open. And I would argue that it's even brighter post-divorce. So,
it really is.
Yeah, so we hope that you settle in, grab your coffee, tea, whatever you're drinking. We're going to have good vibes only.
Yep.
And connect with people in the chat. That's one of the things that we think is the greatest part of when we go live is we get to see conversations and relationships sort of begin from the comments that you're leaving in the chat with each other.
Yes.
And so that is the heart of community, and that is something that we will always lead with. So DivorceCon is community first, education, connection, and that hope always wins.
Yes. With some humor in there. Because literally, we have to laugh, otherwise we might cry, because sometimes it's really hard. But, there's nothing wrong with laughing about it, and I think that also creates community when we really need it most. So, and it's a legit coping mechanism, too.
Yeah,
research shows that humor is an actual coping mechanism for going through really hard things.
Yeah, absolutely.
So...
that's a good segue.
I know, it's a perfect segue to our first guest.
How'd you do that?
I don't know. It was just kind of came out of thin air.
Out of the ether.
Yeah, out of the ether. Anyways, so in a few minutes, we're going to be joined by Rob from WTF Divorce. Many of you probably follow him as well. If you follow our account, he is truly the OG of divorce humor. His account was actually one of the first divorce accounts that I followed from my personal account. Way before Bethany and I had this wild idea to start a divorce support group, and then it turned into this, which I'm we always have to pinch ourselves that we've made it to this point, but we're just, and it's all because of you. It's because of your encouragement and your vulnerability in sharing like your stories and your insights. You don't understand how much it's helped us heal in our own journeys as well. So thank you for that. And, thank you for trusting us to be people that you come to, because it really is, I'm humbled. I'm really humbled by all of it. So thank you.
So cool. All right. So without further ado, I'm going to see if Rob is here.
Yeah. So Rob is great. And we are so excited to talk to him about divorce humor and divorce memes. And okay, we're going to let him in.
He's, yes.
Yeah. Sorry. Little technical.
But I just want to also say, because my favorite part is like welcoming people from all over the world.
Yeah.
And thank you for joining us from the UK. Just all of you. Truly, we appreciate you. And there's Rob.
Hi, Rob.
What's up?
We're so excited you're here. We just gave you a
Yes.
fabulous introduction, but if you want, we can give it to you again too, so you hear it.
I'm gonna save it for later, watch it on replay.
Okay,
great.
I love that. I
Yes.
love that. Thanks for shouting that out. Oh my gosh, Munich. We have people joining us from all over the world, Rob. So it's very exciting.
Yeah.
And we love that you're here because we literally just said like how much you really inspired us to like lock into humor as something that was a core part of our content.
Yeah. And you were actually, I'm pretty sure you were the first divorce like account that I started following, and you just got us through a lot of hard times, so we thank you for being the OG of all of divorce humor and memes, and you're like the perfect person to help us kick this off, so
Well,
thank you for being here.
thank you, Hillary. Thank you, Bethany. It's good not to do it alone. Sometimes Instagram can be very overwhelming and isolating. So I'm like, finally, somebody else makes some jokes. And I love sharing your guys' stuff because I think like memes are like therapy, at least for me. So I really admire good comedy. And if you can like make somebody laugh even for 5 seconds, I think you can have a real impact on their lives.
Yeah, no, I love that. And I don't think that I realized that either until like going through something like divorce, where I'm like, wow, that's exactly what I need in this moment to kind of break the tension and break the hardness of it. So
yeah, you need to giggle, and you also need to say, what the fuck?
Literally.
WTF.
Yeah, I mean,
so, you hit it.
Yes,
I mean, the two core things. So, well, we're going to start by doing a little bit of a speed round with you. We thought we'd like keep the energy high, make it kind of fun. And so I'm going to throw out some questions and you have to pick, your answer on the spot.
It's a little either or.
It's a little either or. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's go.
Okay. All right, let's do it. After divorce, start dating or take a vow of celibacy?
Well, you're talking to a guy here, so we're gonna start dating quickly, too quickly.
Yeah,
that makes sense. Okay.
I think I shifted from taking a vow of celibacy to start dating. Like, I think it changed, as the divorce journey continues.
It's fluid, but I think for guys, it's got to be like probably pretty stable there.
Yeah. We respect that.
We respect that. It's a whole different need. Okay.
It's not smart, but it's what we do.
You know what? We like to keep it real.
Yeah.
This is what it is.
It's one of the differences and why this community, like, I love having that it's everyone, like it's not bound by gender or whatever, because we all need to like understand each other's experiences and we learn from that. But anyhow, I'm interrupting the speed round. Okay.
Do you want me to interrupt you real quick?
Yeah.
With an add-on to that, I think a part of that is women. You guys have more friends, so you can actually talk and look into yourselves. And I think guys after divorce, we're like clueless and we don't really have friends that get it. So we use dating for a lot of reasons, but one of them is just to connect, to be able to like talk about our divorce and stuff. So anyways, go on with the rapid fire. But I thought I'd add like guys have multiple reasons for jumping right into dating.
Yeah, I think that's really important to note too. And I've heard that too. You're not the first person that said that. And it's unfortunate that that's how it feels for a lot of guys. But anyways, I'm not going to interrupt the rapid fire because we'll jump into that in a little bit.
All right. Snarky code name for your ex or keep it amicable?
I get the impulse to have a snarky code name. I would say keep it amicable. It's just not worth the bandwidth and the headache of having it, and it puts you like, I don't know, I would say amicable.
Yeah, it kind of sets up an oppositional dynamic, right? If there's a snarky code name, although it's fun and some people deserve it. Like, some if you have a chance for an amicable relationship, like stick to the amicable. But
Yeah.
if some relationships are too far gone to save, right? And so then we love the snark.
Yeah.
So are you asking one or am I?
I'll ask the next one.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so get married again or live in the sea, the ocean.
Whew. I don't know if I love either of those choices, but I think the sea,
Yeah.
that sounds good
Sounds
right
like it
now.
could be more relaxing, right? At certain points.
Yes, alone on just like a island or something. That doesn't sound
Yeah.
like the worst. I think a lot of it too is like when you're co-parenting or you're single parenting and you have kids, you're just like, I just need to breathe. I want
Yeah.
silence a lot of times. So
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. You need to recharge in those moments of aloneness because it's a lot.
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. All right. Best emoji non-response for a co-parent's text.
I love
Yeah, this is a
these.
big one. I am weirdly, I get like a little irrationally triggered by the thumbs up because in my head I'm like thumbs up. You're like screw you. You're like what? You don't even know what I'm doing here. I like an Apple now allows you to like pick your emoji, so I spend a lot of time like what does this moment require?
Okay,
I
all right.
like, we try to keep our texts like kind of, did you pick up the kids or can you do this? I like a
Right.
green checkbox. That to me
Ah.
feels like business
Oh,
like. You're checking the box, I'm
but
on
like
it.
friendly.
Kind of friendly. The thumbs
Yeah,
up
it's more friendly than the
sometimes.
thumbs up.
Yes, I'm sure you guys, I've shared a lot of memes there was with the thumbs up and people are like, well, F you, man. Like, well, I just
I
said
know. I
I,
mean, it's like when someone just responds okay with no inflection, no like punctuation. That well, this is like a really triggering for millennials. I'm speaking for
it's kind
millennials.
of badass too, I think. It's like I feel like, and we'll talk about this, the less you can say and the like cooler you can keep it, the more
Yeah.
like power you feel like you have. So
Yeah,
pick your
absolutely. There
emoji
is
wisely.
power in that.
Yeah.
Yes.
But what, I mean, and this is for another whole episode, but like when did thumbs up? Because thumbs up was like universal, like, yay, like you got it. Like we're feeling good. Now all of a sudden it's like,
I don't know. It's the same time that okay became like an FU at the same
okay,
time. Like,
fascinating,
yeah,
fascinating.
Yes. We have more
cultural,
options now. I think that's it. But when you only had
Okay.
thumbs up, that's what you did. Thumbs or thumbs down. You like, do you want to go do this? Thumbs down. That is also. So
I
yes,
know. It's
pick your
like what?
emoji.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. I might have to like file that away and like maybe start using
The
that.
green
What I'm
Yeah.
check.
feeling. Yeah.
We should do a post.
We
Post about
should.
it.
Yeah. About like, oh my gosh, we could all collab together and do a post on like what
Yes.
emojis to use with your
Well,
co-parent.
And some,
tone is totally lost. I can't stand text. I find it to be like a terrible medium for tone and like you're like I was kidding, but the other person doesn't see it. So emojis
Right.
are kind of important. It like takes the edge off a little.
Yeah.
right. I just want to know. I saw a comment. Someone said in other cultures, thumbs up is definitely like FU.
I've heard the
So,
Eskimos, they hate the thumbs up.
oh,
Oh, interesting.
fascinating.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. We're learning so much.
Yeah, right.
This is
Great.
Divorce Con. This is
Yeah.
peak Divorce Con. Learning is happening in all the
Emoji
ways.
Yep.
University.
Yeah.
That's a big part of
Yeah.
divorce in your
Right.
curriculum.
Emoji University. Yeah, I love it.
I love it. You're great at coins, so
Yep. 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 Yep.
it's a specialty of yours.
All right. Go
Yes.
to a rage room or therapy.
I think, as if you don't have enough good ideas, I think a divorce rage room would be a brilliant thing. Like you just come in for 15 minutes and wreck stuff.
Yeah.
And then like maybe go to therapy after.
Yeah, and this is an unpopular opinion, but like to me, I use ChatGPT all the time. I'll just walk and talk to it, and it'll mirror back how I'm feeling. So I like I'll go rage room with like a side of ChatGPT.
Okay. I like
Okay.
that. It's
Okay.
another
But I hear
solid
therapy's
piece
great.
of
I've done
advice.
therapy. I do think it's important, but I think it can get expensive and it can just be
Yeah.
like it can keep you stuck in some way. So I think it serves its purpose, and then you gotta. I think the rage
Yeah.
room gets out what you probably need more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's hard to find a therapist too. Sometimes one that you jive with and then
Hmm.
one that you can afford. There's a
Yes.
lot of different stipulations that you have to like overcome in order to, be successful with it. So
Yeah, and it's not always accessible.
it's
I
really,
mean, it's depending on when you work or, whether you have insurance. I mean, there's so many
It
inequities.
is.
And so I feel like therapy sometimes gets caught in that process too.
Yeah.
So, all right, last one. New pet or new partner?
I think, well, for me, I'm not a big pet person, and I know that's
okay.
taboo to say, but I think,
Right, you're gonna get rocks thrown at you.
yes, a new partner, but I do think for most people, a pet is probably the best thing. I think after divorce, maybe you get your rage room, you get your, I think, give you a little pet, maybe just to watch some of the time, but
Maybe a
yeah.
plant if you're not into pets.
Plant, throw that on
Mhm.
there. Yes.
Yeah,
Partner,
yeah, yeah.
pet, or plant. That says a lot
Yeah,
about
yeah, yeah,
me
yeah.
here.
Yeah, partner, pet, or plant.
Yeah,
Another
Yes.
good post. Another
yeah.
good post. Thank goodness this is being
I
recorded.
know, right? Because we'll
Yes.
forget it all, but
Yeah,
thank you.
exactly. Because it'll be
Yeah.
a sieve.
Yes.
Okay, so all right, we're going to jump into the questions. And we kind of are touching on a little bit of it, but we'd love for you to elaborate, like sort of the origin of like why did you found divorce, and like I'm assuming it has to do with your value for humor, but why is it so important in navigating divorce, do you think, and its aftermath and co-parenting and all the layers of it?
Yeah, I mean, I think for me, a lot of the feeling that I had was like isolation. Does nobody understand this? And I run everything through like comedy. That's like my favorite thing, but I wasn't
Mhm.
seeing a ton of comedy out there, so I would look at memes and I would be like, "Oh, that could relate to dating or co-parenting and
Right.
things like that." I think you need to like meet people where they're at, and sometimes a lot of divorce advice can be very heavy and sometimes
Yes.
I'm just like, I don't have the bandwidth for it. So, like,
Yeah.
if
Mhm.
you can meet somebody where they're at, a lot of times afterwards, they're more receptive to the advice. So I
Yeah.
post a lot of videos from amazing professionals, but I try to like buffer it with like, who do I want to hang out with? I want to hang out with somebody that makes me laugh is probably my
Yeah.
number one priority. So I think humor, making it really specific and relatable, it really connects people. And once that's something we're all starving of. So once you can connect people, all of a sudden our brains like, regulate a little and they say, oh, I probably should have handled that a little differently. So I think humor is the answer to pretty much everything, especially today. I mean, to survive in this world, if you're not
Oh my
laughing, you are
gosh. Crying.
crying or raging, and I just don't have
Yep.
the energy for it.
Yeah, amen, brother. And I
Yeah.
think humor also like breaks down barriers, you know, that might typically exist, just again in this world, but also in differences, right? We're all very different. And what we love to see in the comments is like people from all different walks of life and all different experiences, like relating to one thing. It like really just drives home the importance of the human experience, the humanity of it
Yeah.
all, which in divorce, it almost feels counter. Sometimes the humanity seems like it's being stripped away because of the conflict or the grief. But yeah, something about humor kind of brings it back to that humanity that we can share.
Yeah.
So,
Well, there's a
Absolutely.
darkness to divorce too, and I think some of the best comedy brings those things into the light and offends people a little bit or makes you like feel like, ooh, should I have said that? And I think like that's a great medium to be able to express yourself is through humor.
yeah, it's funny. We're so grateful to have each other. I know when we've talked before, you were like, "How do you guys come up with, your reels?" Thank God we have each other. We bounce it off of each other typically a lot, because sometimes we're thinking, "Is this too dark?
It's too much.
Is this too
Impossible.
edgy?" But some people tell us, "Oh, the Matthew McConaughey one, girl. How many?
Oh my God.
How
People
many?"
like their breaking news telling us he's married and he's happy. We're like, that's not the point, but thank you. Like
Oh
Right.
man.
it's just great. Like
My
Yeah.
it's
Why
just
did you use that? Like,
he's
why
an
did you? I'm
actor.
like,
That's
he
the ironic
acts.
part. Yeah.
Like, I feel like it's not a
yeah.
literal interpretation, but
Exactly.
it's
It's
fine.
comedy.
It's
I mean,
fine.
my DMs have gotten a little dark lately where people really go after Rob, I'm so disappointed in you. And like, I'm almost using it as like a signal now that I'm onto something because I'm like, you should be, you got to be
Yeah.
pushing the edge a little bit. And it's like
Yeah, you
everybody,
should be making, if you're pissing somebody off, it probably means that it's something that needs to be talked about, right?
Yeah.
Like,
So like people,
exactly.
everyone that's watching, drop a laughing emoji if you're cool with humor and dark humor. Like if you want us to keep going with that.
yeah.
Because we feel like we're gonna keep going.
Yes.
But
Well, and the other
yeah,
thing, as you guys know, and everybody thinks, oh, everybody saw your post. Like on Instagram, maybe 2% of people are seeing it. So if you're
yeah.
like thinking like, will this offend Sarah over there? Maybe I shouldn't post it. You're sincerely divorced won't be able to help people as much. I need to be missing. Sometimes I have to make myself hit that button because I'm like, this is kind of, I don't even think this is funny, but like you want to get in the habit of just putting a lot, you got to post the bad to find the good. So I
Yeah.
think as we
That's,
are artists, right? We are meme
yes.
artists. So that's
Yeah.
part of the
Like,
art.
I
Oh,
kind of love that.
what a title. I'm gonna put that
Yeah.
on my LinkedIn.
Yeah.
I'm
Right.
a meme artist.
Yeah.
All
Yes.
right,
I mean,
Rob.
it is a skill. Like it is definitely is. And to your point too, like sifting through the comments of reels, like first of all, you get a lot of trolls, right? Like you get a lot of people that just like, I'm like, why this is wasn't for you. Okay. Like I'm
Right.
glad that you're happily married and this is not like within your universe to understand, but like not everything on the internet is for you. So, and you could just keep going, but you felt the need to put in your 2 cents. So thank you.
Yes.
But I think that we do get a lot of like really real like I mean that's how we've created a lot of our content is through what you know followers say and what people are talking about and I just think that's the really cool part of doing this work is that you get to see experiences that you would never know about because, you know, something about what you said like triggered some other response or some other
Mhm.
feeling. And it's really cool.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
And you're
Uh,
introducing people. To me, I always think I'm not even the writer of most of it. A lot of it's reposting, and you're like a
Yeah.
curator. Like you guys have a really good
Yeah.
sense of
You,
humor. So you're like, oh, I heard this funny joke or I saw this. So that's your gift to people every day. So yeah, you
yeah.
have
No, it
to
is.
just keep putting it out there.
Yeah. No,
yeah,
I love that. A curator.
yeah. We're getting lots of lovely comments from people. Like
Yeah. I
they
don't know
want
if you
us
can see it, but
exactly. If you can't
yeah.
see it, they want us to keep doing funny things, and they love our content. So
Please
like
do.
we
Yes.
appreciate y'all. We really do because you make us laugh. Like literally, I was laughing out loud yesterday at some of the things that people were commenting, and I was like, the world is full of comedians.
No, it really
Honestly,
is. It really
it's just
is.
like you get to tap into that. Like I think that the people that comment sometimes make us
Oh
funnier.
my gosh. And we've had memes that are inspired by like things people have said. Like somebody was the brilliant mind behind the like I have my X saved as the F6 point F6 I
F
should know
sixty
it
point eight one.
F60.81, which is like the clinical code for narcissistic personality disorder. I mean, just
Yeah.
a brilliant chef's kiss of like, you know, F you, but let's keep it professional, you
Yeah.
know.
Right. You're
Yeah.
So
giving people a
whoever said
chance
that,
to
brilliant.
express themselves. Think about that too. Like they have all these funny
Yeah.
jokes and now they're putting it out there. They're getting likes. Maybe they
Yeah.
turn out to be the next comedian. So you're creating
It's like a
like
modern
a
day comedy club,
exactly. It's like open
right?
mic with
Yeah.
sincerely
Yeah.
divorced.
Hey, Andrew.
Yeah.
We all rise together.
Yep,
We
we
all rise
do.
together.
Yep.
All right, I'll
Yep.
let you take the last question,
Yeah,
Rob.
yeah. So our last question is going to touch on like from a guy's perspective. What is the single piece of divorce and or co-parenting advice you would give to men that are watching?
I think, and this is something you're going to screw up your first year or 2 years. So I think you can't really skip over like walking into walls. I'll say less. Like the one who in negotiations or anything, the one who says less again comes back to I feel like you have more power. You're kind of a little
Yeah.
mysterious. You're not being
Hmm.
drawn in. So like if you can take the oxygen out of the fire when it gets a little heated, especially over text and especially with your kids, I think like just that millimeter shift will make you feel a little more in control of your co-parenting, of your dating. I think a lot of people try to write, if I get a wall of text, like I'm instantly like turned off and like, you want me to read this? So I think
Oh my
a
God.
checkbox, say like, thanks for letting me know. The words that you choose, especially like the first 3 to 5, can really dictate a lot of your relationship and life and with your co-parents. So be mindful, practice it because it's not a easy skill to do. We all want to just spew it out because we've been holding
Yeah.
stuff in.
Yeah.
But yeah, like just try to, cut 50% of your words, especially over text that you want to say.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think that's great advice too for everyone. I remember reading somewhere that the most the most I don't think they weren't talking about divorce specifically, but the, the least reactive person in the room because it's like they're the observer and they're kind of
Mhm.
taking it all in and I think that that is a skill that as a divorced person, especially if you have to co-parent, because there's a constant stream of communication that still has to happen. It's like you really do have to learn that you're playing the long game, and what battles do you want to pick and what battles do
Mhm.
you want to let go by, because I think that's also the amazing thing that I hear from people who haven't gone through divorce is like, well, why would you let that happen? Or why would I'm like, this is not a short term, battle, or this is a war. I don't want to say war because that feels really dark and like, but like this is a long term thing. So
Yeah.
we have to be strategic. And but to your point, like I think that learning how to say less often gives you that advantage because there's a lot we all want to
Yeah.
say, and we can just tell ChatGPT that, and
Oh,
it'll
using that is huge. I mean, I always think about this. You don't talk to your ex-boyfriends and ex-girlfriends about like the most important things every single day. It's a insane dynamic that we're put into. So you're all of a
Yeah.
sudden like, I need to learn how to exist in this
not.
world. And your married friends will
Yeah.
be like, how could you let him say this or tell them to F off? And I'm like, if I do that, then it turns into
Right.
hours. So, right. I think
Yeah.
it's a skill and a muscle you have to learn. But that is, if I could go back in time and your transitions when you're co-parenting, keep those short too. Don't spill it all. So overall, just shut the F up and
Yeah.
go to your rage
Love it.
room, go
Keep it
laugh,
simple. Yeah.
go to the
That
gym,
may
take
be
a
the
lot of
next
walks.
the next best account for you, Rob, is STF. Wait, ST whatever.
FU.
FU.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That STFU. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Trouble with
Yeah.
that. That could be the next account. STFU divorce.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I want to see like a wall of text with like a thanks for letting me know
Yeah.
and a
Or no, no, no. The green
checkbox.
check mark. Yeah. I
Oof,
like that
yeah,
because
that's
it's a little
killer.
less. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't
It's
trigger,
power.
right? Right.
Power.
Well, Rob, if people aren't following you, because they definitely should be,
Yeah.
and so we appreciate you being part of Divorce Con. We look forward to doing this in person and meeting you in person one day. It's going to happen,
Hmm.
maybe sooner than we think, right? Because we were kind of talking about some cool things we could do in Atlanta.
Yes.
But tell everyone where they can find you.
We keep it real simple. At WTF Divorce, we are WTFdivorce.com. If you do need help finding a professional who gets it, podcast is WTF Divorce. So yeah, just find us there, send me a DM, send us, just join us. And even if you're just lurking, we love to like connect people and just laugh at our jokes. Send me like, I
Yeah,
cannot believe you posted that. Sometimes that's therapeutic for me too. So I appreciate you
love
guys. I
that.
mean, I love seeing the memes every day. It's like a little sunshine to be like, oh, that was a
Oh,
good
thanks,
one.
Rob.
Yes.
We
Respect the
appreciate
craft.
you.
Thank you
Yeah, thank
guys.
you so much.
Yeah.
All right, well, we hope you'll pop in later for a session that you might find of interest. But to everyone watching, we will be back at 12:30 with our next guest, and that is the most amazing Wendy Meadows.
Hmm.
She is just lawyer, mediator, collaborative divorce pro.
She's like a person that knows everything about everything.
Yeah,
Like
and
literally.
she likes to laugh too.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
like, I think
She's
Yeah.
she
great.
she dropped 4 emojis in there for laughing
Oof.
emojis. So,
Yes.
yeah, everyone, thank you for being here. Come back in like 8 minutes. We'll be on again with Wendy. And thank you, Rob.
Yeah.
We
Thanks,
love you.
Rob. Thank
Thank you,
you for being the
Hillary. Thanks, Bethany.
OG.
See you
Okay,
guys.
bye.
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 Bye, everyone.
Sorry.